Hello and welcome to Kahaniwachak. The story for today is really interesting. But before I tell you what the story is all about, let me show you something. Do you know what this is? This work is called silk brocade. I'm sure you must have guessed the name of the story by now. Yes, the name of the story is the silk brocade and it is a very old Chinese folk tale. So let's start the story. This story happened long ago in China, in one of the villages of China. An old lady used to stay there with a son called Chen. This old lady was a very popular woman because she wove beautiful silk brocades. And after weaving them, she would sell them off in the market. One such day, when this old lady went to the market to sell off her brocades, she saw a beautiful painting hanging in one of the shops. She was mesmerized by that beautiful palace that was shown in the painting, and she could not resist to buy the painting. She took the painting home and showed it to her son, and she told him, "Oh, I wish I could go to this palace. It looks so beautiful." Chen suggested that she should make a replica of the same painting with her silk. She loved the idea and she started weaving the silk brocade right then. And she finished making in a few days' time. The silk brocade almost looked real. And when the brocade was finished, the old woman looked at the brocade and started crying. Chen, her son, asked her, "What happened, mother? Why are you crying?" And she told him, "Now I wish much more that I could visit this palace. It's so pretty." While they were talking, suddenly a strong wind blew and the brocade flew out of the window of their house. The old woman yelled, "Chen, son, please go fetch that brocade. If I don't get it, I might just die." And she fainted right then. Chen took her up from the floor and made her lie on the bed. She gained consciousness and she told him, "Please, son, go fetch for the brocade. If you don't get it, I might not survive." Chen started his journey to fetch the brocade in the same direction where it had flew. While walking towards the direction, he came across a small hut and an old woman who was standing outside the hut. She told him, "You are looking for your mother's brocade. The fairies have taken it, and if you want to reach the palace, you might borrow my horse." That old lady was really kind to offer her horse to Chen. So Chen rode the horse and reached the palace. It was the Sun Palace. It was the most beautiful palace that Chen had ever seen, and it looked exactly like his mother's silk brocade. He went inside, and there he saw that all beautiful fairies were sitting inside a hall, weaving. And they were weaving the same brocade which his mother had woven, and the brocade was hanging right in the middle of the hall. One of the prettiest fairies reached Chen. Her name was Lian. And she asked him, "What are you looking for and how did you reach here?" Chen told her about the silk brocade and also told her that it belonged to his mother and if he could not take it back, she might just die. Lian was very sorry to hear this, but she told him that it was such a beautiful brocade that they could not resist but take it along with them. But she also promised that she will give it back to Chen. She only needed the night to finish the brocades that the fairies were making. And she requested Chen to please stay back the whole night so that they could finish the brocade. Chen agreed. He sat beside the beautiful Lien while she wove the brocade. While sitting there, he fell asleep. In the morning, Chen, before he woke up, Lien saw that the brocade was complete, but it didn't look as beautiful as the original one, of course. So she had an idea. She wove a small figure of herself at the corner of her brocade. After that, when Chen woke up, he could not see Lien around, but he had to return back to his mother. So he took the original brocade and started off his journey back home. When he reached the old lady's hut, the old lady told him, "Chen, your mother is dying. Take these shoes, son, wear them and you'll reach your home in 3 steps. She gave him the shoes, which actually helped him reach his home in 3 steps. When he reached home, he saw his mother was lying on her deathbed. So quickly Chen showed her the painting, the silk brocade, and told her, "Mom, I have got your silk brocade back." She was so delighted to see her own silk brocade back that she wanted to see it nicely. So she tells him, "Let's go out and have a better look at the silk brocade." So they stepped out of their hut and she laid the silk brocade on the floor to have a better look. As soon as she did that, again a strong wind blew, and right in front of their eyes was the Sun Palace. And Lien was standing on the footsteps of the palace. And she told Chen, "Come on quickly, both of you step on the steps, get inside the palace." And quickly Chen held his mother and stepped on the palace's stairs. The moment he did that, they were inside the same hall that Chen had been once. And Lien told Chen's mother that they had loved the silk brocade and requested if she could stay back in the palace and teach all the fairies how to make that beautiful brocade. The mother was in awe. She was awed to see the beautiful palace which she so much yearned to visit. And she was more than happy to stay. She just had one condition. She wanted her son also to stay back. Chen happily agreed because secretly he had fallen in love with Lien. So Chen married Lien and they stayed in the palace forever. The mother taught all the fairies how to make the most beautiful brocades. And then comes the end of the story. So that's the Chinese folk tale called the Sun Palace or the Silk Brocade. I hope you must have enjoyed this lovely story. So, till the time I get another beautiful story for you, this is Kahaniwachak Swati saying goodbye. Please do not forget to subscribe and like my channel. Also, you could leave a comment on the comment box if you want me to narrate any stories of your liking. Thank you.